Orla. I welcome the Jobs Initiative which was launched on Tuesday, and I want to note in the first instance that the launch falls well within the 100 days of the commitment that was made in the programme for government. It is in effect a mini budget and a modest temporary pension levy of 0.6% over 4 years will fund the VAT and PRSI reductions on key products and will fund additional expenditure measures on training, placement and job creations. It has nothing at all to do with the sale of state assets, where I don't know where Deputy Cowan got that misguided information. After 3 years of economic recession, an estimated modest 0.75% growth in 2012 will be enhanced by the new measures. Already exports are performing well in the area of foreign direct investment and in agriculture, and of course that's part of the reason that there isn't any great reference to agriculture within this Jobs Initiative, because it is performing quite well at the present time. It is essential, therefore, that the Jobs Initiative focus on measures to boost indigenous growth and counter long-term unemployment. This is precisely what the Jobs Initiative is about. The tourism industry, which has lost a third of its 2007 levels over the last 3 years, is targeted with a huge VAT reduction from 13.5% to 9% across the entire industry, costing the Exchequer $350 million in a full year. At the same time, the counterproductive air travel tax on passengers has been quite rightfully abolished. Also yesterday, a common visa scheme was announced by the Minister between Ireland and the United Kingdom for emerging countries, particularly hugely developing areas such as China and India. It will attract tourists who might otherwise have had only the United Kingdom as their destination. The halving of the low rate of PRSI on jobs that pay up to €356 per week will stimulate the new job creation. I'm particularly pleased to note the increase in the minimum wage from the 1st of July to what it had already been. The credit guarantee scheme for small and medium businesses will finally ensure a flow of credit to that sector, which has been absolutely starved of the necessary resources to thrive, to expand and to create employment for the last 3 years. The commitment of nearly €100 million to the retrofitting of homes and to the building and repair of schools will provide much needed remedial work and employment in the construction industry. The allocation of €75 million for the maintenance of regional and local roads and the provision of cycle and pedestrian routes and park and ride facilities is indeed long overdue. The expenditure has been carefully spread throughout the country in urban and rural areas to achieve the maximum levels of employment and infrastructural development in a balanced way. The training schemes, the back to education schemes, the post-even certificate courses, the national internship schemes and the third level courses amount to well over 220,000 placements and will ensure that young people do not fall into long-term unemployment but will get a chance to move on. Finally, there is the €4.5 billion of public capital to be spent on infrastructural projects in 2011. Again here, it is imperative that a cost-benefit analysis be conducted on all capital projects to ensure that employment opportunities are maximised. In my own constituency of Dublin Central, there are a number of significant projects which are ready for development and which can provide a significant return on capital spending. It is time to build a national paediatric hospital on the Mater campus, as was agreed by the medical experts 5 years ago. Hear, hear. €400 million is already ring-fenced for this project, and the outstanding €215 million will be met without any cost to the state. It is a win-win project. It is shameful that the treatment of sick children has been consigned to hospital facilities which are physically unsuitable, and that the replacement of these facilities has been bedevilled by arguments unrelated to the welfare of children. This government cannot procrastinate like the previous government, but must put children first and get on with the job. Likewise, the development of the Old Grange Government site as a new campus for the DIT is well advanced. It can be funded on a PPP basis over the next number of years with little cost to the Exchequer, but a strong stimulus to the construction industry. The transfer of 30,000 students to the North Inner City and consequent major urban regeneration would constitute a huge boost to the local economy and to the city as a whole. Finally, the planned Lewis BXD line links the entire public transport system in the city. It connects Cherrywood on the south side with the Maynooth line on the north side. It will transport the DIT students and staff through the Broadstone station and the Mater patients through the Phibsborough station. It would cost a fraction of the multi-billion public transport projects that are in the pipeline, but would in effect be the long-awaited DART interconnector for the city. The days of the Rolls-Royce capital projects, I believe, are over, but there are exciting alternative projects which can provide an excellent service, stimulate job creation and cost a fraction of the original price.
Thank you, Deputy.